All right, what is going on, everybody? This is Sir Drew. I got Dev Bands here. So I am going to get a nice taper here. I'm just going to drop the Instagram for my barber. He is the best. He's who I go to all the time. So yeah, man, for a nice haircut in New Jersey. Whatever you need, man, whatever style haircut that you have. What I'm asking for is a nice trim, taper. Yeah, man, he's doing the sides and the back, so I could look nice and sharp for the streams. This is for you guys, man. This is for you. All right. This is why I do these things. But thankfully, my man Devin came through, said he could bless me. So here we are. Let's get right to it. So, welcome everybody on the Sir Drew's Adventures channel. Just getting my hair cut here, but for anybody that's wanting to join along, you can come along and see what's going on, see how my hair transforms from this mess to a nice and clean hair sample for you guys. So yeah, we got the live stream going right now. We got nobody really on right now, but let's just keep this good energy going. Got my man Dev coming from the New Brunswick area. So if you're around Rutgers in New Jersey, you need a fresh fade, you need a fresh cut, you need to be looking right for your date. You hit up my man Dev. I have his Instagram posted in the chat. So yeah, it's pretty much all there is to it. I mean, listen, guys, for the dating world, you got to look your best. I mean, what's the point of going on a date with a fucked up haircut? I mean, you didn't at least let it get a cut. You didn't take care of it. I mean, all of these things are no nos in the dating world, man. You got to look your best. You always got to get haircuts. But if I'm going to be honest, when do you see a celebrity posting a viral video, posting something that they're trying to promote, and they do not have a fresh haircut? I mean, honestly, it's essential. All right. You have a problem with women, you got a problem with them coming up to you, or you want to attract more women. First thing I have to say, besides taking care of your skin, is getting a fresh haircut and then going out into the wild. That's what you got to do, man. You got to take some risks. You got to look your best, and you got to see what happens. You got to be as cool as possible. You never know what type of lady you might encounter. But hey, you never know. You might just rock her world. So, yeah, on the Sir Drew's channel, get yourself a haircut. If not, get a haircut as frequently as you deem fit. It just is what it is, man. I'm getting my haircut. Let's see if I can advocate this stream. I know everybody else is streaming right now. We got the Archie Show streaming. I'm pretty sure the Mike Malloy Show streaming. But guess what? We got nobody looking. But guess what? I don't really give a shit. Because this is for everybody else that is going to be seeing this later on. You got to get your hair cut, man. Gotta get your hair cut. Another thing too, you have a lot of men don't understand how important having a nice outfit is. right? Having a nice coordinated outfit with a good pair of shoes, sneakers if you wear sneakers if you're wearing a streetwear outfit, have a nice pair of sneakers. But if you're dressing casual, I'd recommend a nice pair of Sperry's or dress shoes. But either way, haircut is so important because when you get that nice haircut, you're going to look in the mirror and think to yourself, you know what? I'm fucking sexy. I'm awesome. And you're just going to instinctually throw on the best outfit you have of all the clothes that you have in your wardrobe. All right, you're going to throw on your best outfit. You're going to look in the mirror and you're going to tell yourself probably about 5 times that you're the shit because you are. All right. It's just what we go through. It's just all of the things that we encounter, right? So getting a haircut will definitely boost one's confidence when going out on a date. Obviously, besides the fact that you look so clean cut and professional that you're going to be taken seriously, but I mean, as a self confidence motivator, what better way to either work out in the gym or get a nice haircut? Listen, man, I just got my wife here, but guess what? I got my man's Devin coming over because who knows, man? I may be trying to smooth talk my own wife, and yeah, you know what? She's mine, but that doesn't mean I can't stop trying. The thing is, a lot of trouble a lot of married guys get in is that they get into this type of committed relationship where by law X, Y, and Z, all of this commitment, right, marriage, and then they stop trying, right? And that baffles me because as a man, as a high quality man, you really cannot stop trying, right? You have to make yourself look as best as possible. You have to be on your most motivated game, right? And when you stop trying, everybody senses that. Women sense it. And hold on, is this live? Yes, it is. It is live. It is direct. Man, listen, you got to take your appearance very seriously. All right. It is the first thing anybody notices when they come to talk to you, whether it be dating a woman or going out for a business meeting. All right. You have to look as best as possible. All right. So, getting your hair done, doing an exfoliation, taking care of your skin. All right. These are all necessary things that you need to do if you want a very successful and very fulfilling relationship with whoever that you may be dating at the time. It doesn't matter, man. You want to have more sex, all right? You go get yourself a haircut pretty damn frequently, all right? How much is that haircut? Well, I pay 50 US dollars for my haircut. So I have Mr. Dev Bands here. That's his Instagram handle. You want to get a nice haircut, you live in New Jersey, you contact my man Devin. All right. He does house calls, charges a bit extra. I'm paying a bit extra for my house call. But you know what? Listen, it's all worth it. I don't have to go out of my way and miss taking care of my son or miss any emergencies because my man could just show up to my house, take care of my hair. But listen, guys, like I said, when you're dating, right, your main job is to look pretty, look handsome, and listen, right? Because women, they love to talk. they love it. They love to just talk, yap, 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 all about themselves. And your job as a first date is to just listen and take in all of that stuff, right? All of that BS or whatever. Just, you know, it could be most often than not, it's a horoscope thing. Oh, what's your horoscope? Oh, just listen. Oh, which way? Oh, it's a horoscope thing. Oh, yeah. You know what? Stay tuned for that because a lot of women, they love that shit. They eat it up. So when you have something to offer, you know a bit about your horoscope and you can play off of hers, all the better, you know. But again, no woman's going to take you seriously if you have a shit haircut. So, I mean, what do I get? What else do I got to tell you, man? You want the honest truth? You want the reality? Here it is, man. You got to look your best. You got to dress your best. Um, and that's pretty much it, man. Obviously, you got to have the money. You got to have the money to back up who you are. But if I'm being really honest, if you're trying to attract a woman based off of who you are instead of based off of the money you can provide, uh, get a haircut, get the best haircut, look as best as you can, and then she'll want you for you. All right, and that's the most important thing. We don't want gold diggers here. All right, we all make money. We all have a lot of great things going for us as alpha men. All right, we don't want gold diggers here. All right, so the best way is just to look good, smell good. We got voulez-vous, wonderful chat. Thank you very much. You got to look your best. You got to smell your best, and you got to act your best. Right? Opening the door, opening her car door, just being that cute gentleman. There is being too much. That is a thing. You don't want to be all up her fucking ass because that's going to get you nowhere. You're going to look desperate. You're going to look like you're trying too hard, and you're going to look like a guy that doesn't get laid. And I mean, listen, for girls it's different. We don't want a woman who's been laid so many times, but girls don't really want a guy who's inexperienced. I mean, the more sexual experience you have as a guy, the more it increases your value as a man. All right? Anybody, any valuable man will tell you the exact same thing. All right? We've had to work on ourselves for so long, right? For so long, we've had to build this physique. We've had to increase our intellectual capacity, right? For jokes, for just common knowledge, it's all really just for talk, right? For when we're sitting down across the table and we're talking to our other person, right? All of this stuff, all of this knowledge, it's basically just to get us laid, all right? And I mean, who's going to prove me wrong? All right, why else are we out on dates? All right, we're here to get laid. We're here to make the women that we're with feel as comfortable as possible. We're here to rock their world. All right, and that requires a lot of effort, a lot of confidence. Okay. But like I say, you have to make yourself as attractive as possible. Now, what does that mean? There's a difference between good looking and attractive. All right. The first key thing in making yourself more attractive is you have a sense of who you are and who your character is. Right. So you can build off of that platform. Right. If you have a certain shtick going for you, right? Where you could be tall, you could have chest hair, you could have muscles. All right. Um, you have to expand off of that and make yourself the best looking version of yourself that you could possibly be. A few things across the board to all men that you can do. One thing I recommend is exfoliating, exfoliating, exfoliating. When you shower, have a nice facial cream, all right? Something that's delicate towards the skin, right? Something that will degrease and decrudify your pores, right? Because once you've been getting into a rhythm of exfoliating and taking care of your skin, you and everybody else will notice the glow coming off of your skin, and that's most important. All right, you have to take care of your body, right? No woman, no self-respecting, high-class, sexy woman is going to want to sleep with a guy that does not take care of his hygiene. So that's number one, right? You got to have good scented body wash. You got to have a very nice exfoliator, something where you can take care of your skin. And I always say you have a nice cologne, right? You have a nice cologne, and then the sky is the limit, all right? You don't need to buy all these designer clothes. You don't need to spend a fortune on a five-star restaurant. You can easily have a great date taking a girl to Red Robin and then popping open a nice bottle of her favorite liquor after the meal in your car and just pulling up to a nice view. And then, do I really need to elaborate? This is an adult only channel, but you guys get where I'm going. All right, you pull up to a nice view and then you rock her world. Okay? This is another aspect that guys seem to miss, is that you've done all of this preparation, right, to get to the sex. And you think, oh, okay, I got here, I'm going to have the sex, and then it's just going to be done. No, this is where you need to perform. You need to bang her brains out. You need to make her come back like she has a drug dependency. Okay? She needs to be fully dependent on the dick that you offer. Okay? You need to fuck her brains out. A lot of guys, they don't really understand this concept of the dating world. You can get there. Women are pretty easy. I'm not gonna lie. They're pretty fucking easy. Okay, but the main point where to every guy wants to get, they don't seem to deliver. And you've done all of this work. You've done all of this preparation. You've worked out X amount in the gym just to get yourself in a nice, comfortable scenario with that one beautiful woman that you've been wanting to pull, you've been wanting to get by your side. And then it's who knows from there, because you haven't been given the right advice. You've been taught how to get to that point, not how to power through. And I don't mean just do okay and be content. I mean to absolutely break the barrier and rock her world sexually. All right. Do I have my book here for you guys so you guys can get? I do. All right. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, you need some of this. The Kama Sutra. All right. This is an ancient sexual Bible. All right. If you don't know what it is, I suggest you do your research. All right. Seriously. You want to be the best lay, not just a lay, but the best. Look at the book. Look at the book. All right, you don't want to listen to me? Look at the book. Women, they talk, they tell their best friends, they tell everybody how you are. All right? And if things don't work out, you want to have the best report possible. Everybody says, oh, you got to be interesting, you got to be suave. Women these days are far easier than you can imagine. All right? I'm trying to tell you the secrets, right, to getting the sexual life of your dreams. Okay? Everybody's been telling you, oh, you need to be rich. You need to be this type of person. And I have to tell you, yeah, that can work out for a lot of scenarios. But the basis of where you need to grow your platform from is yourself. You need to be hygienic. You need to look fantastic, as best as you possibly can look. All right. And you need to perform sexually better than any of the suitors that she has probably been with. All right. That's the God honest truth. All right. You've done all this stuff and you're about to get in bed with her. You've got a lot to compare with, buddy. I mean, if nobody else is going to tell you, I'm going to tell you. You got a lot to compare with. Women lie about their body count, but they lie in the different direction than men lie. Men, we will lie up. Women, they will lie down. Women will have said they slept with only 3 guys when they slept with 13 or more. It's just how the fuck it is. All right? You got to perform sexually on a level better than anybody that you could have imagined. All right? It is what it is. But if you're going to be a victim of the game, don't expect to be getting laid by anybody else besides your right hand. And another thing, listen, guys, I'm not going to sit here and say I don't masturbate. I have, I like, but your life will get better if you just quit. No fap, semen retention, right? Women sense it. They sense a guy that is just horny. He's hungry. He's desperate. They can sense it a mile away. And the only way to make yourself seem more desperate is to be jerking off on a regular basis. Don't do it. I understand. All right. I just had a child. All right. For those who have had a child, understand that their wife goes through a lot after they have a child, right? So there's a lot of pressure to be taking that relief onto yourself. But listen, guys, you can't do it. All right. You can't fall victim to this self-indulging way of life, man, because if you focus only on your pleasures, you're never going to be taken seriously in life. You're never going to get to where you want to be because you're only focused on being pleasured in that very, very moment. All right? Get a haircut. Go to the gym. Just focus on yourself. Meditate if you have to. I mean, if you think that things aren't going well with women, if you think that you're unattractive, all right, and I understand because women judge men so fucking hard. All right, if you're not 6 foot tall, if you don't look like the men out of the GQ magazine, I mean, what woman is really going to want to talk to you? And that's just the reality of the dating world. All right. That's why I emphasize, guys, you have to make yourself as attractive as possible. You have to know yourself. You have to know what style it is that you like and which style fits you best. And then you have to make yourself as appealing as possible. All right? I mean, seriously, beauty is fucking pain. All right? Women women models will tell you that more than ever. I mean, I can imagine a lot of them are fucking starving. They don't eat shit, these models. They don't eat shit, but they do what they got to do so they can go on this runway, so they can be the top model, so they can get all this attention. That's what women want, is attention. All right? So you got to look the part. You got to act the part, right? And when you get to that first date, you got to listen. These girls, they just want to talk about themselves. They want to talk about their life accomplishments, their life dreams and goals. And you got to listen. You got to listen to what the fuck they want. All right? You got to listen, because a lot of times they'll reveal a lot of things that they want in a guy. And most guys, they don't pick up on these tips. They don't pick up on these red flags. All right? And it's your job to pick up on it, act on it, but be as yourself as possible. There's nothing worse than pretending to be somebody that you aren't. So, whoever you are, you got to be who you are, right? You can't fake. You can only fake for so long, and then you get called out, right? So why lie? Why not just be a very interesting, undisclosed person, right? Mystery creates attraction, right? If you feel like you're not the type of person that you want to be at status wise, financially, hey, I'm there as well. But that doesn't mean I tell every girl that I'm going out with that I'm an up and coming and I'm just getting off of the couch trying to do these YouTube videos. No, that's not how I go about it. All right, you got to be interesting, man. Right, you got to have stuff. You got to have substance. All right, if you don't have substance, I mean, who's going to want to listen to you? Just like a YouTube channel, you got to have stuff to talk about. Right, you got to have worthy advice. All right, so when you're out dating, right, I'd always say just listen. All right, she's gonna give you cues to chime in, or there's gonna be stuff that she brings up where you're gonna relate to that sort of topic. All right, that's your cue to chime in. But I mean, women don't want to listen to you. They don't give a fuck what you got to say as a guy. All right, you're successful. You're this. You're that. You're this. You're that. Who the fuck cares? All right, she doesn't give a fuck. Right? She wants to know: Are you are you qualified for her? Right? Are you interesting? And are you sexy? Right? That's all she's interested in on the first date. All right? Are you interesting and are you sexy? All right? She'll formulate her own opinions after that. All right? She'll a woman's imagination is so vast you can't even possibly imagine. So, listen guys, be interesting, be sexy. All right? And listen. Just fucking listen. If you're the type of guy that likes to talk, shut the fuck up. Shut up. She doesn't give a fuck what you got to say. I don't give a fuck what you got to say. Shut the fuck up and listen. All right? If you listen, she's going to talk to you more. She's going to feel like, hey, you know what? This guy, he actually gives a fuck. All right? Maybe I want to sleep with him. All right? Like, come on, guys. Like, but then again, there's not enough of this content to be going around. All right. I understand YouTube and the feminism stuff, and I'm doing my best to not offend as many females as possible. But listen, ladies, all right, you don't want a guy that is uninteresting. You don't want a guy who's bad in bed. All right. So, fellas, the way that you can work on this is just be the best version of yourself that you can possibly be. All right. Whether that means educating yourself, reading, watch Sex and the City. All right. You want to understand women and women's plight in either being a careerist or a traditional housewife. You watch Sex and the City, and you'll have great insight as to what women really want, because women are fucking confused. They don't even know what they really want. My wife, she comes to me, she's like, I want to be a housewife. Oh, wait, no, I want to work with children. What the fuck do you really want? I know what you really want. You want to work in a job that you like, only the hours that you want to work in. So you want to have your impact. That's fine. You want to have your impact on society, whether it being a teacher or a guidance counselor, right? But you don't want to work like a slave. Why should you? You're an attractive, high-class female, and you got a hardworking, loyal guy to take care of everything. So why should you work all the time, right? So put yourself in this perspective, fellas. Put yourself in this perspective, right? Read your Kama Sutra, follow Sir Drew's adventures. All right, we will be discovering all types of the dating dilemmas that guys go through. If you have a dating dilemma, if your friend has a dating dilemma, you come here, you tell me what it is, and we will get to the bottom of what's really wrong, what is really going on, and what's preventing you from dating the woman of your dreams. I am not here to deceive. I am here to create opportunities, right? To get the high class woman to getting out of their own way of societal programming, just for a chance for you to make your impact on her life. If you guys seen the movie Hitch, shock and awe, all right? You got to be shocking, and you have to be awe-inspiring, all right? You don't want to be shockingly awful, okay? You got to have a plan, all right? You have to know. I mean, listen, if the woman that you want to covet is a coworker, all right, you have to be bold in the workforce, right? And another thing, you also always have to go into work dressing absolutely exceptionally, and you have to smell like perfection. You have to smell like success. A big problem with men is that they're around their choice female when it's less opportune to them to be flirting. So they could be you coming from the gym, or they haven't got themselves ready to go outside, and all of a sudden they go to the supermarket and they go wherever the hell it is they're going, and then they just happen to run in to whoever it is that's been on their mind. They just run into that person, right? And then all of a sudden it's, oh, I'm sorry, I don't smell as good. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't look as good. All right. Well, that's that. Listen, you gotta. That's why I say you have to smell great. You have to appeal to a woman's senses: sight, smell, hearing. All right, touch, all of it. All right, you have to be in tune with all of it. All right. Visually, have your hair cut. All right. If you're a black gentleman and you have curly hair, get a fresh retwist. All right. Get those dreads twisted. All right. Get a nice fade. All right. Maybe you know what? Maybe you should hit up my barber, Dev Bands. All right. Maybe you need his consultation. All right. Because I gotta tell you, man, it's tough. It's fucking tough. It's fucking really tough out here. All right. And listen, we got some comments here. Confidence is key. I mean, how many people have been telling you that confidence is key? Do you think that a woman is going to respond to a guy who's nervous talking to them? All right. If you feel like you're the type of guy that is going to be nervous around women, all right, honestly, do something bold. Why don't you rob a drug dealer? Why don't you do something that is going to increase or at least expand upon your capacity of what you thought you could accomplish? Okay? Do something bold, do something attractive. All right? I said rob a drug dealer. Yeah, I've done that a few times. And all I have to say is be careful. Um, I did that quite a few times. I had this point in my life where I had this rebellious phase, yada 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 yada, and I mean, I had this personal stigmata against drug dealers, and I like to smoke weed, so I essentially set them up, and I'd run off with the pack. I mean, it. I definitely felt like I was doing something for the community. Some guys, you know, some guys aren't doing it right. It is what it is. But honestly, I felt like this one guy in particular was making prey out of a lot of weaker people, and nobody was doing anything about it. So I made it. I just said to myself, you know what? This guy deserves something coming to him. So I set him up at the park. This guy was dumb enough to have his 1-year-old son accompany him to a street transaction, and guess what? I ran off with the product in my pants. I ran right through a live baseball game in West Orange, New Jersey, and I'll tell you what, I felt pretty good. Guy was a dick. Guy was an asshole. Listen, and I'll tell you what, I had some amazing sex after that. All right. When you get your testosterone going, when you get into a fight, I'll tell you the best time to have sex is right after that. You got all this testosterone, all these juices flowing. You can have your nose bloodied up. You can have your knuckles all destroyed because you spent that time defending yourself. You know, whatever the case may be, man. There's not a lot of opportunities in 2022 to be a masculine man. Everybody's talking about, oh, this gender and this and that. You know what? I say just go out one time, go to a bar, go with some friends, get drunk, and if you see somebody acting unaccordingly, you know what? Maybe it's your responsibility to put them in their place. All right? That's my opinion. You don't have to listen to me, but you don't have to be on the Sir Drew's Adventures channel. All right, but if I'm going to say something, if you have this outlook on life, this fearless outlook, that outlook where nobody can mess with you, women will respond to that in the best way possible. I'm telling you, man, you just have to get over whatever it is you're going through, whatever fear it is that you have. You got to get over it, man. You have to get over it. All right? You got to put yourself in today's perspective. You should open up a TikTok, open up Instagram, and see what these girls are attracted to these days. All right? if that's your speed, if you want a younger girl, if you're single and you want a nice younger girl, then see what the younger kids like these days. All right, I understand my viewers are mostly older. Hey man, never stop yourself from having a date night. That's right, my woman wrote me a note. She wants to have a date night as soon as possible. All right, and what do you think I'm gonna do about it? You know exactly what I'm going to do about it. It's going to be spontaneous. It's going to be adventurous. It's going to be romantic. It's going to be exclusive. All right. That is how I live my life. And that is how I think you should live yours too. All right. So that is mostly my dating sentiment. What do we got? We got the haircut. Oh, my goodness. So we got a nice taper. Look at that. Look at that. That's beautiful. I know that's going to grow in nicely. I already know it is. It's going to grow in very nice.
You gotta bring that shit down so I can get it like crisp.
What, bring the top down, right?
Yeah, then definitely not now, especially when you like more use shit. Keep that style.
Yeah.
But obviously, one day we want to change that shit. I want to skin fade that bitch like all around, cause I'll do a fire ass skin fade with a part right here, enough for you to either put to the side or put back still. What? Fire, man.
I know, right?
Yeah, what's that? Pretty much it.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Hey, listen, guys. This was short. This was concise. This was me getting a haircut. All right. Thank you for tuning into the live stream. All right. This is Sir Drew's Adventures with more dating advice for you. All right. I'm doing this for you guys. I'm not getting paid for this. All right. I'm not getting paid for this yet. All right. So I'm doing this so I can help you guys. All right. Everybody that is in need. All right. You want to date the girl of your dreams. You want to rock her brains. And you want her to come back every single time. I mean, every single time you come to the Sir Drew's Adventures, I'll show you how to lay that dick. All right, no homo. I'm not going to do anything fucking like, you know what I mean? Like, I'll tell you the type of energy you need to lay that dick. I'll even give you some nutrition advice, stuff like that. Just so you can maintain healthy blood flow. But shit, man, what can I say? You gotta be bold. You gotta be interesting. You gotta listen good, and you gotta rock her fucking world. All right. That is the God honest truth. That is all the experience I've ever had in the dating world. All right. And if you want to keep the woman of your dreams interested, if you want to keep her attached, you want to keep her on your hip, all right, these are the things that you need to do. All right, so step one from this live stream, be attractive. All right. Know yourself. Be as attractive as you can be. All right, focus. If you got a nice beard, focus on your beard. You want to get a nice trim. If you got nice hair, you want to hit up my man, Dev Bands. I got the link right here. All right. Dev Bands, follow him on Instagram. All right. If you live in the New York, New Jersey area, all right. This is my go-to guy. All right. He's been my go-to guy for forever now. And for all of my fans, you know how I get down. All right. You know how I get down. You know how my wife gets down. All right. So listen, take care of yourself. Be the best version of yourself that you can be. And subscribe to the Sir Drew's Adventures channel. All right. Take care, everybody. Stay classy.